It's 12 noon, and it's time now for the Peter Channel New News Report on this Tuesday afternoon, January 10th, 2017. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Peter Wiggins, and I your new news headlines on this Tuesday afternoon, January 10th, 2017. Here in our top story at the noon hour on this Tuesday afternoon is right now. New York Times report is covering that Jeff Sessions hearing as Senator Jeff Sessions, Republican Alabama, before the Judiciary Committee to discuss his nomination to become Attorney General. Washington, the Swedish Republican efforts to repeal the Affordable Care Act has stunned health industry lobbyists, labor representatives in insurance companies, hospitals, doctors, and pharmaceutical makers in disarray and struggling. President-elect Donald Trump intends to name his son-in-law, Jared Kushner, a senior advisor to the White House, a move that would put to the test of the 1967 anti-nepotism law and the provide of White House with Trump already wrapped with ethical questions. President Obama would return to Chicago for his farewell speech Tuesday night. Aided by the city address would be a call to action. Two suicide bombers started an event Tuesday occurring administrative staffers at the Afghan parliament at capital Kabul, killing at least 31 people and injured others, officials said. Donald Trump said to purge all Obama appointees could do major damage. London Labour Party leader Jeremy Corbyn on Tuesday said he would not continue to support the free movement of the people from the European Union just as after his party briefed that he was no longer wedded to the idea. Arab Iraq, Baghdad, Iraqi forces pushed Islamic State fighters back further to Mosul on Tuesday. In a renewed effort to seize the Northern City and deal with a decisive blow in the militant group, fought progress with some slower. Ayatollah Ali Akbar Hashemi Rafsanjani Tehran, ex-president Iran, and is dead to the age of 82. Northern Ireland's outgoing first minister has warned that if the election goes that it will be brutal. Aline Foster spoke after the Secretary of State said the clock was ticking on an election following the resignation of Martin McGuinness. The wanted murder suspect who led Orlando police and defended man on Tuesday after a shooting that killed an officer once posted on Facebook that he went in his face on America's most popular crime stores, America's Most Wanted. Down the roof, the unemployed pretended white supremacist was convicted of gunning down 9 black parishioners at a South Carolina Bible study class, faces the last chance Tuesday to address the jurors in his federal hate crime trial before they decide whether. An armed suspect reportedly took hostage to a credit union on the campus of the University of Alabama on Tuesday, sparking a tense standoff with armed police and a SWAT team. The online classified website Backpage has suspended its ad page citing government pressure about the content being shared there. Moscow. Russia is prepared to dialogue with the United States incoming administration to support economic sanctions, the Kremlin spokesman said. Tehran. 700,000 mourners attended the funeral of Iran's former president amateur Hashemi Rafsanjani. Washington. The United States ground-based interceptor capable of shooting nuclear-tipped missiles are not yet completely reliable, according to the Pentagon. Kabul, Afghanistan. The Taliban is claiming responsibility for twin bombings that have killed at least 21 people and wounded 45 others near the Afghan parliament. Manila, U.S. Geological Survey said a 7.3 magnitude earthquake occurred in the Celebes Sea between the Philippines and Indonesia. Fort Lauderdale, Florida. A 40 days investigating the Fort Lauderdale airport shooting and said that they closely identified a person who leaked the video that started the rampage. New York. Relatives of 3 U.S. citizens killed in an Islamic State attacked in New York while stood against Twitter accusing a conspirator with a militant group. Washington. Bernie Sanders urged his fellow Democrats in Congress not to restrict but to the challenge incoming Trump administration, including on appointments. Valiant Industries and JP Morgan Healthcare companies make a big statement about its address turnaround, which will largely focus on paying down $30 billion debt burden. Snapchat owner Snap Incorporated may make its London and international headquarters and start booking overseas. Remembering in all the countries where its offices breaking from the other tech firms whose headquarters in small European countries help them shift. Marissa Myers did say goodbye to Yahoo's board, but not necessarily the Yahoo board. This company is in the U.S. The move will help the Chinese e-commerce giant continue to blur the lines between its online and in-person locations. Palo Alto, California. Blood testing startup Theranos Incorporated announced to lay off 41% of its staff. Las Vegas. 2 prototypes of the Revolutionary 3-screen laptop game and computer were stolen in Las Vegas as consumer electronics show their manufacturer said. London. Britain's armed forces will conduct training and exercise alongside troops from Sierra Leone for the first time in the UK Defense Ministry announced. Washington. Insisu has received a $70 million contract modification to deliver 6 additional Lot RQ-21A Blackjack Yanman aircraft systems in the U.S. Navy. Calgary, Alberta. The Kurdish North Iraq continued to show special drills set of operational payment way for additional exports. Washington. U.S. Special Operations Command has awarded AAI Corporation with a $475 million contract for miniature unmanned aircraft system there. New York. Crude oil prices not only modest gains before trading open in the New York even as Russia said it was criminal output as obligated under OPEC deal. As people slept peacefully in beds Monday morning, asteroid nearly missed the Earth at around 7:47 a.m. The mover rock which is considered 2 days by the University of Arizona. Catalan sky survey flew very close to Earth. Well, 2012, heat workers still stand the best in the record heat across the continent of the United States. The president as for U.S. 2016 was the second warmest year in record. And police arrest 7 for feeding homeless in Tampa Park. Most seafood lovers never heard of the melic acid, but it might be time to start paying attention to material ocean cage found in shellfish. It's a serious self-raising researchers that recently linked the president climatic. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recently reported that only 2 out of 5 Americans have received a shot so far this flu season. Smoking and tobacco use costs world economy more than $1 trillion each in healthcare and lost productivity in the United Nations. Health Agency today reported refuting claims that controls and tobacco products adversely impact. 1 in 3 women with breast cancer detected by a mammogram are treated in the nationally according to a Danish study published Monday Annals in Internal Medicine, with it just renewed debate over the value in early detection. Alright, looking at markets here. Now, up 51.61 points at 99.30 over 99. SP5 up 785.276.75. NASDAQ up 20.81 points at 560.63. Russian 2K up 13.37 at 1370.86 and VIX down 17 at 11.39. European markets next. 11,583.30 up 19.31 points. FTSE up 37.70 points at 7,275.47. CAC up 66 cents at 4,888.23. FTSE MIB up 64.17 points at 9,424.19. And STOXX 600 up 40 cents at 364.07. Asian markets, Nikkei down 152.89 points at 9301.44. Shanghai down to 9.34 points at 3,161.89. HSI up 26.16 points at 22,744.85. ASX 200 up down 46.74 points at 5,760.70. And Kospi down 3.66 points at 2,045.12. Oil markets down 52 cents, 51.43. Brent down 72 cents, 54.22. Natural gas up 202,000 points at 3.305. RBOB gas down 154,000 points at 1.5553. And USD HO down 185,000 points at 1.6191. Gold markets, the gold, silver up 242,000 points at 16.925. Gold up 3 at 1187.90. Copper 78,000 points at 2.6165. Platinum up 6 cents at 93.20. And palladium up 7.90 at 765.05. US 10 yield up 5,000 points at 2.381%. Brent 10 yield up 3,000 points at 0.286. Germany's 10 yield up 1,200 points at 0.057%. UK 10 yield up 4,000 points at 1.365. And France 10 yield up 7,000 points at 0.815. And FX, European US dollar down 7,000 points at 1.0563. US dollar WTN down 17 cents at 150.84. Great Britain US dollar up 2,000 points at 1.2162. US dollar CAD down 3,000 points at 1.3207. And US dollar CHF up 5,000 points at 1.0162. Looking at commodities. Wheat 425 down 2 1/4. Soybean 1,010 and a half up 5 1/4. Corn 358 down 2. Sugar 20.45 up 3 cents. Coffee 147.65 up $2.45. Cotton 73.16 up 17 cents. Rough rice 9.765 up 75,000 points. And cocoa 2,028 up 24. Live cattle 117.875 up 1.35. Lean hogs 64.575 up 825,000 points. And FT cattle 127.10 up 1.60. Peter Chell News Time is now 12:08. Time now for New England Intelligence Report. In Boston, Massachusetts at 7:00 Wall Street, there was a command reported fire on the second floor of a 3-story brick residential structure. Command now reported fire knocked down crews out over on an attempt. Peter Chell News Time is now 12:08. Time now for Sports Report. Tonight, the Boston Celtics will be in Toronto taking on Toronto Raptors. Boston Bruins will be in St. Louis taking on St. Louis Blues. And the Norton Lancers boys basketball team will be at Norton High School at 6:30 p.m. tonight, taking on the Austin Panthers. It wasn't until after the latest embarrassment was complete, the Knicks went on court after Black lost Monday night with 2 players ejected. Anyone on the team finally heard about Derrick Rose. For the 4th time in 7 years, college football national title was Saturday Night White Classic football game. Only 4th time in 8 years. Someone other than Alabama won it was Clemson. Carl Edwards expected and then Nazi would step away from NASCAR, mainly in the news conference on Wednesday that Joe Gibbs raced in the first with direct launch situation told US Today Sports on Tuesday. And it's no secret that Danny Ainge and Boston Celtics have been clamoring for a superstar since they traded Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett in 2013. Peter Chell News Time is now 12:09 on this Tuesday afternoon, and it's time now for traffic and transit report. Beep! Slightly ambitious Thursday out. Lincoln get on the subway. 7 S4 Express Model A is a disabled bus. And on a commuter rail, looking good. Okay, hours and byways of New England here on this Tuesday afternoon on the lunchtime commute. Merritt Parkway on the eastbound side is backed up to Route 25, 95 westbound side backed up to West Haven. Route 24 on the southbound side is backed up 128 Canton all the way to 129 to Stoughton. 128 on the northbound side is backed up from Great Plain Avenue, Indiana, all the way at Route 9 in Wellesley. Southern Expressway southbound side is backed up from the Southern Expressway from Quincy all the way down to Braintree Split. 19 on the northbound side back to West Boylston. 185 on the southbound side back to the long stretch around Route 93. And Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, Iowa, without looking at Interstate 87 and southbound side, it's a little slow just man Champlain stretch. Peter Channel News Time is 12:10 on this Tuesday afternoon here. And it is time now for a weather report here. And our current conditions here in North Massachusetts at the 12 noon hour on this noontime hour on this Tuesday. The temperature is 30 degrees with a dew point about 23, humidity 75%, and barometer pressure 30.59 inches here. Looking at current conditions, 23 in Boston, 23 in Bedford, 24 in Fitchburg, it's 26 in Beverly, it's 26 in Worcester, and in Norwood and Plymouth, 27 in Taunton, 30 in New Bedford, 30 out of Falmouth, 33 in Provincetown, 39 in Chatham, Nantucket, 34 in Marston, it's 34 in Providence, 20 in Quonset, it's 37 in Block on, 35 out in Montauk, it's 28 out in Nislip, 30 in New York City, 20 in Bridgeport and New Haven, it's 29 out in Groton, 22 in Waterbury, 22 in Denver, 25 in Waterbury, 24 out in Meriden, pair of 20s in Harper and Winslow, 17 in Springfield and Greenfield, it's 21 in North Adams and in Pittsfield, Mass, 24 in Silver Springs and Albany, New York, it's 23 in Rutland, Vermont, 25 in Benton, Vermont, 16 in Lebanon, New Hampshire, 14 in Lockwood, New Hampshire, it's 17 in Concord and Manchester, New Hampshire, Portland, Maine, it's 24 in New Hampshire, 23 in Chapman, New Hampshire, 30 degrees out in Nashville, New Hampshire, 19 in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, 17 degrees up in Portland, Maine. Okay, look at the National Service map here, and it shows high pressure ridges in the Four Quarter region, southeastern Alberta, eastern North Carolina, and eastern Canadian Maritimes. And low pressure ridges coming around the Pacific Northwest and the Western Plains states. And a stationary front from Mexico all the way down, merging with a cold front from New Mexico, stretching up to Kansas with a low pressure in Kansas. And a warm front from Missouri down from Tennessee, and another stationary front from Alberta, stretching on all the way down for the Western Plains states, and original cold front of Nebraska, stretching down to Western Minnesota, merging stationary front up in the Northern Great Lakes, and stationary front, warm front, cold front colliding with the low pressure off the Oregon coast. Here, 34 degrees down in Detroit. It is 34 in Pittsburgh. It's 30 in Washington, D.C., 41 in Atlanta, it's 73 out of Miami and Brownsville, Texas, 66 in Dallas, Texas, it's 46 in Kansas City, 42 in Chicago, 27 in Minneapolis, St. Paul, 7 below in Great Falls, Montana, 36 in Seattle, 57 in San Francisco, 54 in Los Angeles, it's 45 in Las Vegas, 54 in Phoenix, 46 in Albuquerque, Mexico, 42 in Salt Lake City, and 40 degrees out in Denver, Colorado. All right! Looking at radar, and it shows a few lines of snow showers stretching from northeastern Vermont, stretching down 93 down to the White Mountains, New Hampshire. Some spotty snow showers from eastern portion of Brunswick, some spotty snow showers from Burlington, Vermont, stretching to Montpelier, Vermont, and stretching down the southeastern portions of Vermont. And snow showers west central portions of Prince Edward down here. Radar satellite shows line of snow showers stretching from central and western New York down from Pennsylvania, stretching up to the Great Lakes around Minnesota down to the western portions of Ontario and down north an hour. And a line of rain showers from Missouri, stretching in eastern Iowa down for Wisconsin down for Michigan and around India, and some rain showers in eastern Ohio down to western portions of Pennsylvania here, with some clouds and possible. And the trail clouds from Mexico stretching around the Great Lakes, and that is going to be our weather maker for tomorrow morning here. And patchy rain showers from off the Carolina coast and down for Florida, Atlantic coast here. And in the west of us, some line of rain showers for the northern and central portion of California coast and up in the Oregon coast, and some snow and sleet from the Sierras of California stretching up the Cascade to Oregon, Washington, some rain showers and snow and sleet around the Seattle area, and some spotty snow showers from eastern British Washington, Oregon, named for Idaho and West Montana, down from Wyoming and then northern Colorado and around northern portions of Utah. With some clouds possible here. Okay, let's take a look at our forecast discussion. Precipitation is expected late today overnight as low pressure passes well on the waves. This precipitation could start as snow that change rate across much of the region during the overnight hours. Mild temperatures fall. But Wednesday, high pressure cold settles across the region and sparks of potential light snow over the weekend as an area of low pressure sweeps southern New England and an active weather pattern with possible mild conditions through the following week. Clouds overspread in the region from this west this morning, which will lead to mostly clouds this afternoon. Models show leading edge of low level jet moving in the south in New England later today with even moisture access. Some light precipitation expected in response, but low levels are quite dry as indicated by 12C Sundance, and some of the precipitation will go in the saturated column. The still onset forecast Sundance also maintained. Low level dry layer throughout at least 21Z, and most of the guidance include high resolution guidance is dry for today, so we can together about the pops with just slight jet poplars in the interior. Prototype of the onset will be snowing in the interior, and incubation later today will be limited according to the precipitation moves in before dark. Increase in southerly Florida this afternoon result in rapid moderation temperatures, especially in the coast where regions will be reaching upper 30s to perhaps low 40s by evening and further in the interior. Expect as in the upper 20s to the low 30s by day's end. Winds will increase in later day, but strong gusts with winds like loud in the evening near. And expecting some melting of snow by noon. And expected today's highs in Northern New England be 25, 35, Southern New England 34, 39. Thanks low for Northern New England be 25, 37, and Southern New England will be 38, 43. And expected tomorrow's highs to be 40 to 50 and Thursday's highs 40 to 55. So a taste of spring here in New England for the next 3 days before back to winter on the weekend here. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. This afternoon, mostly clouds got about 32 degrees, up about 3 to 6 miles an hour for tonight. A chance rate so before 9 p.m. and then rain. It's about after 9 p.m. Temperature rest around 45 about 4 a.m. So for about 8 to 14 miles of chance rate is 100% and no little notification expected in rain maybe before 10 a.m. for tomorrow on Wednesday. Thursday fall before 9 a.m. around 48 degrees. Southwest about 6 to 14 miles of gust tonight. For 30 miles an hour. Chance rate is 8% new precipitation amount between the 10 and inch possible. So expect this to be a wet and a mild morning commute tomorrow. Wednesday, a chest rain may after midnight. Increased clouds over about 35 degrees. Coming becoming saffron. 5 miles at midnight. Chest rate reports that new precipitation less than 7 inch possible. For Thursday, a chest rain may for 4 p.m. Clouds got about 52 degrees. It's up for about 6 to 11 miles. At chest rate is 30%. Third night, a slight chance of rain. Mostly clouds got about 42 degrees. And chest rate 20%. For the Putty Saturday, clouds got about 46, about 80 degrees. For Saturday, chance of snow after 3 p.m. Mostly Saturday, mostly clouds got about 29, about 23 degrees. Chest rate 35%. For Sunday, Putty Saturday, clouds got about 34, about 22 degrees. And for Monday, chance rain and snow, mostly clouds about 37 degrees. Chest rate 40%. Peter's weather phrase of the afternoon. Sunny and a decent day tomorrow, followed by a spring preview the next 3 days. And that's going to be it for the Peter Chill News 1 on this January 10th, 2017 on a Tuesday afternoon. I hope you have a good afternoon, good positive afternoon. Hope you have a good day.